Live from Lefebvre Stadium on the campus of Placer High School. Touchdown Productions, now in our 16th season of local high school sports television. We are proud to present Placer Hillmen football. Tonight, it's the PVL championship game as the undefeated Placer Hillmen take on the undefeated Bear River Bruins. It's the battle of two undefeated teams with the first place hanging in the balance here in the PVL. And all the action starts right here, right now. It's your NorCal Game of the Week. The undefeated Placer Hillmen have the home field advantage this year against their cross-county rivals, the undefeated Bear River Bruins. Good evening, football fans, wherever you are across our worldwide audience. This is Marty Mortensen. Along with me tonight are Paul Brown and Scott Hopper. Our producer and director and the commander, too, is Gilbert M. Dominguez. And, of course, the rest of the Touchdown Production sports team has made the trip to Placer High School for our first Hillmen telecast of the year.
You know, Roddy, I'm so excited to be here with you after so many games together. And I've been looking and eyeballing this date for weeks, ever since these two teams began knocking off opponents across the league. And we're all hoping that they get here and would both be undefeated. And you know what? That's exactly what we've got tonight. It should be one heck of a ball game.
They got one of the big tests for the Bruins was in week 1 of the PVL season when they met up with Colfax and defeated the Falcons for the first time in 5 years. The Hillmen had the easier league contest last week against Foothill and beat them 68-14 to set up tonight's game, in which the winner takes sole possession of first place.
And you know, Scott, one thing to remember is that these two great schools with these football programs are some of the best in the Sacramento area. So it's really nice for their fans to only have to drive a few miles to see this game of these two undefeated teams.
So the stakes could not be any higher this year, and first place in the Pioneer Valley League hangs in the balance in tonight's game. Thank you for joining us wherever you're watching on NCTV Comcast 11 or NCTV Suddenlink Channel 16, or perhaps you are one of our web viewers on our Game of the Week channel on YouTube. We've got the great game coming up straight ahead. It's Placer versus Bear River coming up next on the Touchdown Production Sports Network.
Gold and silver are more important as a part of your investment portfolio more now than ever before. There's inflationary pressures. China alone could push the gold price more than double from $1,000 to $2,000 an ounce. Hi, my name is Jason Hommel and welcome to the JH Mint. Here at the JH Mint we have all sorts of gold and silver. We have about 200 ounces of gold. We have about 20,000 ounces of silver or more in stock. We also assay or scrap gold jewelry and placer gold, and we will be here for all of your gold and silver investing needs Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
The Owl has been part of Mill Street for 132 years. The hand-carved Austrian cherrywood bar was built in 1880, and the food has become legendary with entrees including steak and prawns cooked to perfection.
We put 3 new HD TVs in the bar and the lounge area. We're going to be starting a Monday Night Football special. We'll have different specials in the bar.
And enjoy a great meal with family and friends at the new Owl Grill and Saloon.
The Painter family's been feeding Nevada County football players and their families since 1959. October marks 52 years of service to our community. At SPD, you'll always find USDA choice beef and a full-service meat department, complete deli section, locally grown produce, and a post office. Everything you need that makes SPD so special. SPD Markets, hometown proud, where your neighbors shop.
Mike Bratton is the neighbor you can count on for your most important insurance decisions, 24 hours a day.
The first step begins with a phone call. Hi, I'm Mike Bratton, your good neighbor State Farm agent, and I look forward to hearing from you. Since 1984, my team and I have been educating clients and developing long-term relationships through personalized and professional guidance on their insurance programs. We will put you in the driver's seat and strive to enhance each encounter you have with us.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi, my name's Mark from Swayze's Public Wholesale. at 140 East McKnight Way. At Swayze's, we have all kinds of automotive tools. We have all kinds of fasteners, 3 different pitches of metrics. We have safety equipment. And don't forget our glove world. We carry over 600 styles of gloves. If your canopy was damaged this winter, we have all the parts and supplies to fix and repair it or expand it. It's Swayze's Public Wholesale. We have everything you need for everything you do. Open every day, 8 to 5 on the weekdays, open till 4 on the weekends.
A picture of the Placer Band. We'll be watching them at halftime. Fantastic group, and they have a wonderful halftime show for us. Marty, you and I have done so many of these Placer Bear River games in a number of different sports. This is an incredible rivalry, wouldn't you say?
It certainly is. And one of the things, too, is that the band is down in front of us tonight as opposed to alongside of us at the Kendall Arnett. That's significant, don't you think?
It's amazing that we're here. We don't get blown out by the band. But, you know, it dawned on me to do a little research on these two teams. Did you know that the Placer Hillmen and Placer High School was actually established in 1897? They were the first high school here in the foothills. And for those of you that are watching on YouTube, the foothills are above Sacramento before you get to Lake Tahoe, and the Auburn Grass Valley area is situated about 1,400 feet above Sacramento, the basin. But the Bear River team, Bear River High School, was actually built in 1986. So 111 years later, they built a high school, and you see them there on the field, and the Bruins come along, and this rivalry started then in 1986, and it has been one every year. Seems like these two teams come together and clash like titans. Let's take a look at the standings here, Marty.
We've got, obviously we have this matchup right here. We have Placer and Bear River, both sitting at 6-0. Center, who we have next week, Marty. I'm looking forward to that game. As I understand, they have a running back who is one of the best runners in the league. Colfax, Bear River took care of last week, and you know, I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. Working next to you, sir.
Oh, thank you. I'm looking forward to also to cover these Bear River Bruins and Placer High School.
So let's talk about the Placer Hillmen a little bit here, Marty. We have a high-octane offense that has been scoring at the rate of 52 points a game. Let's go first, I'm sorry, to the SFL. We'll take a look at that. Here are the league standings there. Rockland, Granite Bay, and Del Oro all at 1-0. There's our NU Miners. We're taking a week off from the Miners this week. Jim Adams is out of bounds. They are playing Wood Creek, so we're going to keep our eyes open on that. But they fell behind, but they played Rockland last week and lost that game, so now they're 0-1 in league. Wood Creek, Roseville, of course, also are 0-1. And that's the SFL standings. But back on the field again here, Marty. Let's talk about these two teams and how they stack up against each other. First of all, let's talk about Placer. Placer, like I said, averages 52.8 points per game and 480 total yards. They have two outstanding players. Their quarterback, who is Peter Denham, is 35 for 69 this season, so just right at the 50% mark with 729 total yards. They also have an outstanding running back in Isaac Bryce, and he's 54 carries this year for 509 yards. So the real question I have for you, Marty, you've seen most of these Bear River games, is can Bear River stay up with a high-octane offense like the Placer Hillmen bring?
Well, I tell you, I've been out at the practices with Bear River these last few weeks, and talking to Terry Lowe, he said, we got to hold them. They averaged, Placer averages 21 points in the first quarter. We got to hold them under 14, and that's going to be pretty tough because this powerhouse Placer team is they can hit you from any part of the field. But Bear River, their defense has only allowed 108 points this year.
Right.
And so they've got a good defense. They're missing one of their star players here so far. Austin Dowling suffered a mild concussion, if you want to call it that, last week, in a touchdown-saving tackle against Colfax in the fourth quarter. And I talked to Austin yesterday, and he's looking forward to getting back into to play next week. He's missing this one, the big game of the year for him as a senior. But they also got a couple of very good players on this squad. Taking the ball over center, normally in a shotgun formation, is Smith. You keep your eye out for him. Number 12, that's Dylan Smith. He's 49 for 82 and 785 passing yards. And then look for, in the backfield, Cody Hurd, number 20. And he's leading the team in touchdowns this year. They get down close to the goal, and that's your go-to guy to get that ball in the end zone. And Kimball, number 22, keep an eye on him, and also Ragosa, both on offense and defense. A lot of these players are playing both sides of the ball. So. And we'll be back to tell you some more about that. I have to remind you that you're watching exclusive coverage of Placer High School football on your Touchdown Production Sports Network.
Magnuson's Dodge Chrysler Jeep is under new management and has joined the management family at Magnuson's Auburn Toyota, so you can expect the same great customer service. Right now, it's Ram Power Days with the new 2012 Ram diesel trucks, Jeep Wranglers, and the new Jeep Grand Cherokees arriving daily. It's Ram Power Days at Magnuson's Dodge Chrysler Jeep in Auburn. The Beam Center joins forces with Admiral Electric to offer you electrical services for your home and has a new line of whole house fans which will save you energy. They're also your headquarters for big screen TVs in Grass Valley, including the new 3D TVs, and feature the First Alert security systems, as well as the famous Beam Central Vac system. It's fun and function at the Beam Easy Living Center in Grass Valley. B&C is your neighborhood home and garden center for both builders and consumers. They carry everything you need. In their garden center, you'll find a complete nursery along with expert advice on trees, shrubs, perennials, and garden enhancements. They're open 7:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday and 8 to 5 on Sunday. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center in the Fowler Center, Grass Valley. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fun starts at Top This, your premier accessory outfitter for truck, RV, marine, and fishing. Top This is Grass Valley's only outfitter with access to millions of products and the knowledge to help you choose what's right for you. They're serious about outfitting your truck, boat, or RV. As for fishing, talk to Chuck. Top This, your premier accessory outfitter for truck, RVs, marine, and fishing. The Hauser family reminds you if it's round, rubber, and it rolls, then you're sure to find it at Plaza Tire and Auto Service. From regular car and truck tires to small specialty tires for your trailers and golf carts, you can trust Plaza Tire has the tire for you. They stake their reputations on it every day. Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Auto repair done on your schedule, not theirs, in Penn Valley, Nevada City, and in Colfax.
And we're back here now from Lefebvre Stadium on the campus of Placer High School. And we're just about 2 minutes away from this game getting going. Marty, last week we watched the Bear River Bruins, or actually you did, beat the Colfax team 24-14. Were you surprised when you watched that game?
Well, Colfax always has a powerhouse.
Sure.
This year they did not start any. They have no seniors to start the game. So you kind of think, well, maybe Bear River, because they're starting, half their starting lineup is our seniors. And you're going, well, maybe they'll have more experience. But the second play out of the chute for Placer, second play of the game, a 65-yard touchdown run. And I said, uh-oh, this is going to be a long night. And then Bear River got the ball, threw an 80-yard touchdown on their first play. So it was Let's go down on the field here. I'll finish that story when we go down on the field for the coin toss.
Visiting Bear River Bruins, captains are number 4, Michael Ragosa, number 12, Dylan Smith, number 20, Cody Hurd, and number 52, Zach Winter. For your Placer Hillmen, captains tonight, number 30, Stone Sander.
It was me. I lost my little one.
Number 52, Brian Berube. And number 56, Jake Lewis.
Captains are out at the center of the field. They'll have the coin tossed here. The referee was Mike for the JV game. Let's see if, no, I guess they're not going to turn on the mic here, but looks like Bear River is going to kick off. And defending the south end of the field. And we're about ready for this. Probably this game will result, the winner will be your PVL champion this year.
You would certainly think so, wouldn't you? Both these teams undefeated at 6-0 this year, Marty, and I don't see anybody else in the league that could sneak up and
Well, Center's got a pretty good team this year. Let's see how they do tonight against Colfax. Colfax may be able to beat Center as from last week. Colfax has really got a good team for having nothing but juniors. Most of them starting players are juniors. And so they do a pretty good job out there on defense, and Bear River was lucky to come away with a big victory. So we'll pause for a minute as the Placer High School band plays our national anthem, and we'll be back for the kickoff. Well, we're back here at Lefebvre Stadium on the campus of Placer High School. Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown and Scott Hopper. We're ready for the kickoff as both of these teams, as Paul mentioned, come into the game tonight with a 6-0 record. Your Placer Hillmen are rated in the nation as for Division IV 247, and the statewide 37th, where Bear River comes in nationally 4,479 and in within the state 360. So a big victory here tonight by Bear River, if they can pull it off, would be move them up substantially. Because Bear River in the Sac area is not even listed with a 6-0 record, is not even listed in the top 20 by the Sacramento Bee, whereas Placer with a 6-0 record is listed as, I believe, number 6 in the area. So they're solid.
And you know, let's ask Scott Hopper here. Scott, thanks for joining us here in the booth. What do you think the primary elements of this game are going to be tonight?
I think it's really going to come down to, can they stop the running game? Obviously the size differential is significant, and I think the battle is going to be in the trenches.
Todd Valier and Isaac Brace are back to receive the kickoff, standing at their own 15-yard line. And doing the kicking for Bear River, they got a great kicker this year, Blake Nielsen. Nice Dane, goes along with me, but he's a junior. He's got a strong leg. He kicked a field goal last week at Colfax, and here's a squibber coming up. They practice this during the week, and now coming along and being brought down in there nicely by Stevenson, number 21.
That time was a fake handoff, Marty. It looked like they wanted to do the reverse, faked it, and there was actually more room on the field without the fake, so I think they maximized that yardage.
So they'll start 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line after that squib kick by Nielsen. Here they come.
Let me have this.
Going back to pass. Looking, intercepted down the sideline. He could go all the way. That is
Jake Savoy.
That was number 5, Kramer, I believe.
I thought it was number 6, Marty. I could be wrong.
Let's see. Wow, first play from scrimmage.
And you know, we talked about what Bear River needed to do tonight.
Boy, that was unbelievable.
What they needed to do in order to get in this game tonight, Marty, and that certainly is like, well, it's like giving them 4 strokes.
Yeah, that stunned the crowd coming in to kick the extra point. We hope we get that one on replay because we got to figure out who made that interception. I thought it was 5, but you say it was 6.
I believe it was number 6. I think it was Jake Savoy.
All right, well,
let's take.
Boy, only 15 seconds off the 12-minute clock to start this. There's your YouTube.com user scoreboard. 7-0 Bear River right out of the chute here. That is a big uplifting experience there for Bear River. Wow. Oh, good. We got the replay. Here it is, Paul or Scott.
Okay, let's take a look here. Pete Dunham, quarterback from Placer, does drop back. Looks to have protection. And there he is. Let's see his number. That is number 5.
Yeah,
you were right, Marty.
That is number 5. Hunter Kramer coming through. And he does take on Dunham at the goal line, it looked like. Here comes the blow. Delivered the shot to the senior quarterback and made it in.
In for the touchdown. Way to go. Nice camera work on that as we start off this game tonight. So Bear River will kick again. Blake Nielsen will come up and they practiced all week either kicking for the sidelines or nothing deep. He's got a strong leg. He can kick it into the end zone, but their coverage is a little suspect. They try to go for that squib kick, and now he's down on the 30-yard line, so they'll start off on their 30.
Okay, one more time. We'll take a look at the interception one more time here, Scott. And you're right, looks right at the receiver. So defensively, he just has to step in front, but it never really appeared like his receiver was open. He committed to that long before he threw that football, and we know what happens after this.
So, Marty, in previous games, have you seen them pick on that cornerback?
Ball's on the ground.
Recovered that fumble, but that might have been an offside. Let's see if there's a flag on the field. I see a flag, but there might have been an illegal procedure on the on Placer. Let's see what they call. Oh. Yeah, that's what I thought, illegal procedure. So they dodged the bullet there as that'll be cost them 5 yards, but it did not cost them the ball. And what was the question again, Scott?
Well, I was just curious as to why the quarterback would drop back and go right at that guy and look at him all the way. If maybe in previous games, has that corner had a little difficulty defending?
Well, the secondary has been struggling this year for Bear River. They've been burned quite a few times. And there's a run over the right tackle slot, and that was Brace, the ball carrier, and he gets stopped for maybe a half-yard gain.
At the 25.
You got to remember, Bear River has only given up 108 points in 6 games, so they do have a strong defense. They're not as big as Placer offensive line. There's a quick hitter over the left side, but coming up and making the stop.
Michael Robinson carrying.
That was Winter, Zach Winter,
on the tackle at the
Robinson,
31.
the ball carrier.
Now Robinson, as I recall, he's a 2-year starter at the tailback.
Yeah, we've called his number many a time, Paul and I have over the years. Going back to pass, looking out in the flat, and that ball's thrown short. Good pass rush in there by number 58. That was Ryan Lowe.
And Ryan Lowe decided to come in and say, hello, putting him right on his back. Let's take a look at this little hello. This is the kiss of death, looking over, never looking off of his player, and now the spear in the numbers. You can see it at the top of your screen.
He was open in the flat, but the pass was just rushed, so they'll have to kick.
We've got Ragoza back.
Yep.
And number 20.
And that is Cody
Hurd.
Yep.
Okay, these are their 2 seniors.
Nice kick, nice spiral. And that's Ragoza, and he's tackled immediately on the 25-yard line, where Bear River will take over for their first offensive series. See what they can do on offense. They held Placer on their second series, so let's see what Bear River can do.
And you know, Bear River could not have scripted a better beginning here for this football game, coming in as the underdog, given 7 points on the board to start with, Marty. It's let's see if they can have a sustained drive.
Okay, Smith, direct snap, looking first out in the flat. That's a pass out for a first down. That goes to Kimball. Kimball, his key receiver. That was a quick pass. Now, I talked to Coach Barrios yesterday, and he said they're going to have to throw for 300-plus yards out here tonight against this strong Placer front line. They couldn't run the ball very well last week against Colfax, so let's see if they've going to stick to that script. So here they come. Smith in motion is Ragoza. He gets a handoff and trying to go over the right side. Can't get anywhere. Maybe a yard or two.
And that's the first time we've called Eddie's number tonight, Eddie Vanderdoos.
At the 38-yard line.
Seven to nothing here in Placer.
Cody Hurd brings in the play. They got 4 receivers out. Looking, big rush. And boy, 47. Guess who that is, folks?
Number 47. Vanderdoos. And Vanderdoos is one large cowboy. I got to tell you, the foothills can grow them big sometimes, Scott, but Vanderdoos comes in there, and he would scare anybody. Watch the replay, and you can see the size of him as he comes down the line. We have some great rodeos around the foothills, and I'll tell you what, he probably will be in the bull riding competition.
He is one big guy.
One big guy.
They're going to have to try to block him, but I don't know if they're going to be able to or not. A quick pass in the flat, going up on the right, short of the first down. That is Kimball again.
A very wise move, Marty. If you've got a pass rush like that is going to get on you in 2 seconds, you're going to have to get rid of that ball quickly.
Yep.
A lot of draws and a lot of plays just like this, Scott.
Okay, so here we go. There's a little screen, and they're just using their quickness. Obviously, they're a much smaller team, and they're utilizing their speed.
So here's the snap and the kick by Cody Hurd. Might have outkicked his coverage. So I'm taking on the 25. This is where Bear River is very. See, he's gone. He's gone down to the 10, the 5, touchdown. Placer right back in the game.
Flags on the field.
Flag on the field.
There's a flag. I saw it. I saw a block in the back. Let's see if they bring it back here. And the groans go throughout the sideline here on the Placer side. I saw a block in the back, though, Marty.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I was watching because this is one of the things that they've worked on all week. Then all this year so far, they've been burned. Bear River has by the punt returns.
Block in the back. Gets the green.
Fans didn't like that call. That touchdown is going to be called back.
And on top of that, they'll have some weak field position. That's going to knock them back to about their own 40-yard line. Let's see where they spot the ball.
Yeah, that's a heartbreak for Placer as they. But Bear River has been struggling all year with punt returns, kickoff returns. Teams have burned them on several occasions.
That was Michael Robinson, number 44, was it not?
I thought it was. Can't remember. I don't know if we have the replay on that or not, but I can't remember who it was. What happened was that all the fans in front of us stood up. I lost him, and then I looked back at the television, and I couldn't get his number.
Well, he ran a long way for nothing.
Well, he did.
It was a nice punt. It was low, but it was far.
Well, Cody has got a strong leg, but he overkicked the coverage. And normally what they've been trying to do all week is to kick out of bounds. But that time he got a little bit too much air under it, and it didn't go out of bounds, and that was the end result. But now the play was called back because of an illegal block. It'll be 1st and 10 on their own 42-yard line. That silenced the crowd. They stood up and Denham gets instructions from the referee, and we're ready to go now. Handoff, left side, coming up and making the final stop is McKnight.
The ball carrier ran low with the tackle at the Placer 49.
Valeri. Got him up over center. Now they got a. Let's see what they're going to call here. The sideline judge threw the flag.
Against the green. That's their first one. Second one will be a 5-yard penalty.
Well, the fans are getting a little anxious here as referees are not calling in their favor so far. But here comes Dunham, 2 backs in the backfield now with the shift, single back, handoff over the right side. That is, and he turns the corner. Another flag goes in. And they're going to call another block in the back.
Knocked out of bounds by Blake Nielsen.
No, Nielsen didn't.
There's a penalty flag on the play.
Isaac Brace was the ball carrier. Is he going to throw the flag? That'll negate the first down. Broke to the outside on a big gain, but there was a block way away from the play, Paul.
We have a tripping penalty against the green during the run. Retain 3rd down.
So Brace gets a nice run. Nothing fancy going on there, Hop. It straight handoff going to the right side. They're just going to get behind that big offensive line and go with it. But that time Brace had some help apparently with a trip.
Early in the game, the Bruins are playing a very clean contest where the team in the green, they're not exactly playing a straight-up game here. They already have, 3 penalties now?
I believe 3 or 4 so far.
And they're lucky not to have a fumble.
Yeah. So here they come, 2nd down and about 8. And there's a delayed handoff around the left side. And he's going to be, that is number 10, Valeri.
Todd Valeri. That time everybody was following the football around the right side, and Valeri was heading left. Great fakes at the line of scrimmage, and Valeri's going to move the chains. Here's the replay, Hop.
Okay, so what do we have here? We have we have the fake handoff to Robinson, and then we have Valeri coming around the corner, and a great block.
They're lucky they didn't get a hold of number 72. Maybe we can see that one again.
Okay, here he's rolling out the pass now, looking, tipped and almost intercepted in there by Cody Hurd.
There's a replay. Let's look at that one more time. Now look at this coming around the right side. And you don't see it.
And a very good tackle by Ragoza.
But Marty, it would appear to me that this Placer team is just quicker than the Bear River team.
Quick handoff. Big hole. Going to the outside. Stiff arm. Robinson. We've seen that before, haven't we?
Boy, Robinson's got himself a big-time case of the quicks. That guy, he's big, and his feet keep churning, but he has a real quick back, especially in the first 3 or 4 steps. Momentum now has definitely gone towards the Hillmen.
They're quickly up to the line of scrimmage, handoff again. This time he's brought down in there by, that was Robinson, the ball carrier, and Carmen Barrios with the tackle, number 43. He's playing with a hamstring pull. At a big game like this, you want to make sure you're in there. Here we come up to the line of scrimmage again. Then hands off. Quick handoff, trying to go over the left side, nowhere to go. Coming up and making that stop was Kramer and Winter.
Yeah, that time Zach Winter came from the outside, made a great tackle in the backfield.
At the 13.
He fell forward. Now watch the tackle coming from the side right there. That's Winter. He holds on.
Cody Hurd comes up, number 20, puts a finishing touches on it. That'll bring up 3rd down. Looking to pass into the corner, and it's overthrown out of the end zone. That was intended for
Pinheiro, the intended receiver.
Pinheiro.
And that'll bring up a field goal attempt.
Dominic Granieri.
Now you were talking earlier in the night about this kicker.
Yeah, he's he's number 1 in the nation according to Pete DeFore, the broadcast for K-High, doing the game tonight. He's got 32 touchbacks, and he's kicked a 45-yard field goal already this year. 5:45 left to go. Let's see. It's a fake. See if the Bear River can stop it. They do. I think they stopped it.
They did.
Wow.
Grace
was the ball carrier. Winter came up and made the stop.
So that fooled nobody on the Bear River team except for everybody here in the broadcast booth.
Yeah, I mean I figured with his strong leg they're gonna go for it. Watch this now.
Here comes the replay.
And there's the snap. And it's your standard call. Hand off to number 1, Bruce. Goes right around the corner. Brace.
Yeah, with the. Let's see. There's may have been a fumble, and they do. They got it. That's been Bear River's Achilles heel. They fumbled last week. They had to step up, and now this week they're starting it again. So it's they just kind of hurt themselves.
Boy, after a nice defensive
play
stop.
like that, in the first play, they I didn't see who the ball carrier was. It might have been Dylan Smith. I mean, yeah, here's a handoff up the middle, doesn't go anywhere.
Michael
Robinson, the ball carrier. Winter in again, the tackle again.
Winter's starting off to have a real good night here.
Very good defensive player. He missed a couple of games with an injury, but he's back on top form. Here's a handoff on a sweep. No place to go, and that'll be thrown for about a half-yard loss.
It looked like Hurd on the tackle.
Valere, the ball carrier. Winter on the tackle at the 10-yard line.
Valere was the ball carrier.
So another big 3rd down play for the Hillmen, generating no offense to speak of so far in this first quarter.
There's a handoff trying to sweep the outside, and he goes in for a touchdown. And let's see, that is ball carrier in there. Valier. So that'll tie it up with a successful extra point here. Wow, Bear River just gave them a touchdown, and just as the same way that Placer gave them one on the first play of the game. So back to, could be 7-7 here. The snap down, put, and it's good. Strong leg. Well, the fans now feel a little bit better. There's your YouTube.com scoreboard for Touchdown Productions, and it's 7-7 here with 4:35 left to go in this first quarter. Here's a replay on that touchdown run.
So let's set this thing up. It was just a straight fake handoff going around the corner, and they've been relatively successful running in this direction tonight. He got in. They're a good running team.
Yeah, there's a good fake by Denham to Robinson, and 4 Bear River players went after Robinson.
Yeah, but
that leaves a big opening on the left-hand side of the field.
On the left-hand side, there was virtually nobody. Red jerseys out there. Nope. Vallejo was able to just wait for his blockers and punch in for the 6 points.
Grenier will kick off to Caleb Johnson and Deshaun.
YouTube.com Game of the Week is your sponsor here tonight. There's the first quarter score. It should be 7-7. That ball is another one in the end zone.
So would that be number 34?
That would be, I believe, 33.
33.
Strong leg. You can keep the opposing team from at first quarter score. It should be PH. Bear River take over on their own 20. Here come the Bruins. Smith, direct snap, looking out in the flat. That is Kimball again. Tackle made in there by Robinson.
On the reception from Smith.
And look at the way that Smith gets rid of this ball, Marty. He does not hold it for even a count of 2. He's not letting that big defensive line get back there and pressure him. He's going to get rid of that ball in a hurry.
Well, Bear River's putting 4 receivers in the pattern, plus a trailing back. So now let's see what the call is. This is a long first quarter.
Bear River, they're first.
Bear River calls the timeout. Well, 7-7. 4 minutes left to go in the game in this first quarter, and normally, I think we looked at the overall stats that Placer's averaging. Now this is average, Paul. 21.3 points in the first quarter.
That's really remarkable, Marty. And so far, Bear River stymied their defense or stymied their offense by keeping them off the field,
along with a couple of key penalties. And but that turnover was big for Placer against Bear River here. There's a good shot of the Placer Hillmen band. I don't know where they get the great football players over here, and they also get great band players. Here come the Bruins. They've got second down and about 5. Pass over, looking over, and it's going to be.
I think it's incomplete.
Incomplete.
It looked like that Smith thought he was in trouble. He was standing back
right
there, and he had protection where he hadn't really been afforded that much time.
He looked over the field, Scott, and I think he decided on a receiver, and then the last moment was going to hold on to that football, and it slipped out of his hands.
Okay.
Cody Hurd comes into the ball game. This is third down and about 5. Now what's the call? Penalty. Illegal substitution, looks like.
Substitution on the white.
That's going to knock him back 5 yards. That will hurt him. And now it'll be 3rd down and about 8, huh, Marty?
Yeah. I would look for a down and out here to either to Ragosa or to Kimball. He gets time to pass. Bear River breaks out of the huddle. Looking, big rush. Oh, it overthrows Kimball again in the flat, and they'll turn the ball on over to bring up 4th down.
No question that Trevin Kimball is Smith's favorite receiver. He's looking over there first. I'd like to see Bear River try a little screenplay or something to take advantage of this aggressive pass rush. Yeah,
exactly.
Let's hope the Bruins do a better time on punt coverage here than last.
Yeah, he needs to get a little more air under the ball this time. That last ball went a long way, but it was pretty low.
And outkicked the coverage. There's the punt. And tackle missed there, And he's finally brought down in there by Cody Hurd, who kicked the punt. That was Belair returning that for about 15 yards.
Norman Ayers, would you please wave up to the press box?
So
let us know where you're sitting.
40 on the about the 44.5-yard line of Bear River. So good field position for Placer as they come to the line of scrimmage. Looking to pass out into the flat and drops the ball. That was Brace.
Denham's pass incomplete, intended for Brace.
That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Bear River's not getting much of a pass rush. They're kind of dropping off into the pass coverage. Inside handoff, big hole. Still on his feet, gets tripped up. That is Markstein.
Logan Markstein, first time we've called his number tonight, Hop.
That is so true, and that was a wonderful call, as he has not had his number called. Nobody was keying on him, and he picked up about 10 yards.
Yeah, that cross buck is really deceptive.
Handoff, trying to go to the left side, nowhere to go. That was Markstein again, and Winter makes the tackle. Bring up 2nd and about 12. 2:58 left to go here in this first quarter. A 7-7 ball game. Kind of filled with a couple of mistakes by both teams. He's rolling out, keeping it. He's going to the outside, and coming up and making the stop on a great tackle in there was Eddie.
Tackled by Chris Eady.
And Eady was the last one to make that stop. Had he gotten past Eady, he may have had some daylight. Big 3rd down play now for Placer. Here's a replay of that. Now look, he's naked out here all by himself, and that is the whole idea of this play, to be very deceptive, but Eady makes a great open field
back
tackle.
to live action, and that's caught in there by...
That looks like Stone Sander. Yeah, number 30, Stone Sander making that reception. Beauty.
Didn't have hands of stone that time, did he?
No, he's not my son.
Quick handoff, spinning. Look at this, nice move in there by Robinson. Brought down by Hurd. They were stopped at behind the line of scrimmage, a couple of spin moves.
If we can draw your attention to the...
Boy, the significance of that pass play, reception by Sander. It was 3rd down and long, and they really needed to convert. Now it looks like Placer is going to be able to punch it in here for their 2nd score of the night.
He was a quarterback for the 1940 football team.
Here's a quick handoff, trying to go over the right side. No place to go, brought down in there on a big tackle by Barrios.
So Eddie Vanderdoes is on the field as a position as a tight end, which he traditionally plays a defensive player.
Placer Hillmen football team, and is attending his first game in 71 years.
Handoff inside, going into the for a score.
That
is Robinson.
Touchdown, Placer.
58 seconds left to go in the game on a quick handoff over the left side. Just offensive line for Placer just blew out the Bear River defense and took it on into for a touchdown. So it's 13-7 now. Is a possibility to make it a 14-7 with a good snap and hold. That's good. There it is.
Grenier's kick is good to make the score Placer 14.
So Placer accomplished what they were looking to do, Marty. They held on to that football, converting the long 3rd down and 8 pass play to Stone, putting them in position to score and making this a 14-7 game. Bear River did not want to play from behind tonight, that's for sure. Scott Savoy knowing this is a very, very high-octane team. Here's a replay of the touchdown. Hop.
Okay, so what do we have? We have a handoff up the middle. You know, it's just straight up power game. And you look at the hole. He just follows number 1 right up.
Great blocking in there.
It really shows the size differential.
Yeah. Robinson, and there's your YouTube.com Game of the Week scoreboard. 14-7 here with 58 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Remind you tonight that the Bear River JV came away with a big victory tonight, 20-12. Big touchdown run of 72 yards tonight by Garrett Ramsauer for Bear River. Difference in the ball game. Here's the kickoff. That one is not going to go into the end zone. Kind of squibbed it a little bit. Coming up with it and takes it out to about the 20-yard line.
The Bruins are definitely going to need to put together a significant drive here.
Yeah, well, they're unable to run the ball, and that is they had the same problem at Colfax. Getting back to that JV game on Garrett's 72-yard run, I was standing next to his mother in the stands. She almost missed it. Carrie Ramsauer almost missed a play. I had to hit her with my elbow to say, hey, your son's going down the sideline for a touchdown. And flag on the field. Let's see what it is. Illegal substitution again. Now they've taken back 5 yards.
I think Scott Savoy is trying to arrange for a 12th man to be on the field.
Yeah, I think he's doing a good job.
But the official's going to have nothing to say about that. Something's wrong. They're not getting the substitution in before they come to the line of scrimmage.
That's a 5-yard penalty. Bring up 1st and 15 to start this drive deep in their own territory. So in motion. And that's going to pick up a few yards, but that was a new wrinkle play. I hadn't seen that one in practice. Who the ball carrier was. Was that
number 47?
47? Botsford.
Brad Botsford, the ball carrier.
He carried a couple of carries last week in Colfax. Trying to mix things up here.
At the 21.
Well, that was a gain of about 7. So now it's 2nd and 9 here. Looking to pass, rolling out, looking, going deep, and catching the ball is Kimball. He gets a good block. He's got good speed. He's down to the 40-yard line of Placer.
And
nice cut.
The Bear River fans have something to talk about now.
Yep.
Up on their feet across the way. That was a tremendous catch coming back for the football. That was Trevin Campbell. And Campbell waited for the ball, eluded his defender, caught the football, and then it was all Trevin Campbell. Watch the replay here as he catches the football. Watch, he'll wait for the ball. It has a lot of air under it, waits for the ball, and then now it's just all Trevin Campbell getting about an extra 5 to 6 yards after the catch.
Smart move by Ragosa there, too, as he didn't hit the block in the back. Look at the extra yardage after the catch.
And this is the medicine that Bear River was looking for right here, Marty.
Yep.
They needed to get some field position, and that's the end of the quarter.
So Kimball, with his 4th catch of the game, a big gainer. They had 2nd and about 9 on that. And there's your YouTube.com user Game of the Week scoreboard. Placer 14, Bear River on the move at 7. Start the second quarter, and what do you think so far that you've seen, Paul?
You know, this is I think Bear River needs to have these big plays. They have the interception for a touchdown early, and they're going to need these big pass plays because I don't think they can play heads-up football in the trenches with this Placer team. They're going to need to throw the ball. They're going to need to have some big, long yardage plays like we just saw, just in order to stay in this game. And if they stay in the game into the 4th quarter, they'll have a chance to steal it.
Right. Very good observation as, head-to-head, the 2 offensive lines, too strong for both for Placer and Bear River. So let's see what happens here. In motion is Reese.
Straight up the middle.
That's for the ball carrier. Lopez made the
Eddie Vandross up the middle for
Oxford made the carried the ball. He got faked out on that one.
That was Vandross. They will move the chains. This is the best drive so far that Bear River has put together this game.
Down inside the 30-yard line where it's 1st and 10 Bear River. Back in shotgun formation. Quick handoff, trying to go over, cuts it back inside. That's Cody Hurd. He's driving on down for about 7-yard pickup. Pinheiro made the tackle.
I think that'll move the chain, Marty. I think they got a first down on that. Let's see where they put it. They may have to come out for a measurement. Yes, I believe that is a first down.
Yeah, you're right. Good call. I thought he had stepped out of bounds a little bit earlier, but Cody Hurd, he is a strong runner. Very good defensive player also. Strong. Very intense player. You watch him in practice, he's intense. Here come the Bruins. Botsford in the back. Handoff up the middle. Gets a little bit of a block, but not going anywhere against that strong defensive line.
On the tackle at the 17.
So that'll be 2nd and 10. Or just maybe 9 on picked up a yard. Let's see what Bear River has up their sleeve here. They're going to look like they might call a timeout. That'll be their 2nd timeout. Little confusion in the huddle. Don't forget, join us next week as we return to J. David Ramsey Stadium for the Bear River Bruins taking on the Center Cougars. Center is over up the road at Colfax tonight, and Colfax is looking for a victory as Center won last week. We're looking forward to seeing that on Comcast Channel 11, Suddenlink Channel 16, Wave Broadband Channel 20 in Auburn, and don't forget U2.com user Game of the Week.
And of course, don't forget, we have the NCTV Comcast Channel 11, Suddenlink Channel 16. There are 8 ways you can see us, and I suggest to all of you that you watch every one of them every week. My favorite, of course, is youtube.com/user/game of the week. And you'll see all the great touchdown productions football season as we bring it to you here in fall of 2012.
All right, the ball on the about the 17-yard line. Bear River now on the move, in motion, and looking to pass. Oh, the ball is tipped at the line of scrimmage, or it slipped out of his hand.
Smith's pass incomplete.
That time Smith was looking out for his receiver. I believe it was for Hunter Kramer. And Kramer hadn't even turned around when he released the ball, so there wasn't much chance that he was going to complete that pass. But it was tipped at the line of scrimmage. Another big third down play here for Bear River. Marty, does Bear River have a field goal kicker that can make it from this spot?
Yes, they do. Blake Nielsen. He's I was shagging balls for him last week in practice, and he ball deep into the corner, going up for it. Almost, it was pass interference. I don't know who pushed off. Let's see if it was. It could go either way, you'd think.
I don't think that it was. I think it was defensive because they'll give the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. They were both kind of tangled up, weren't they?
Yeah, it looked like it. They both went up for the ball, and let's see what they're going to call.
Let's
take a look at that again.
They're going to give it to the defense. Watch this now. You can see right there, they're both kind of hands on each other, Marty. And then eventually, I don't know.
He may have pushed him while the ball was in the air.
Perhaps.
Yep.
That's a tough call.
Yeah, it is.
But there are two flags that come out, so both officials seem to think that,
they did.
that they're going to be defensive pass interference. So new life is breathed by Bear River. One more
let's
time.
take a closer
look. He may
look.
push him early. See that? He had his hand on him.
And the receiver was watching for the ball, but the defensive player was not.
Yeah. That ball was intended for Kramer.
And there were two referees that did throw their flags.
So the Placer crowd is asking for defense.
First and goal. Another pass into the corner for. That's going to be intercepted, it looks like.
I think I saw a flag.
Did they get him again?
I think so. I think defender out there is all over him. That time it was pretty clear to me that there is a
another push off. No,
defensive.
they're going to. Well, let's see what
the
they
Placer
say.
team is saying it was defensive or offensive.
They're going to discuss it.
But that doesn't mean that they get the football. It would be second down, and there'll be a 10-yard penalty.
No. Let's see.
Offensive pass.
Offense, yeah.
Against the white. Okay. Play results in a touchback. First down, Green.
Yeah, that.
I beg your pardon. It does result in a touchback.
Let's see. Did he push off this time? Either way, it doesn't make any difference. They still came up with that ball was just thrown too short by Smith. He stole that.
Oh
right
no!
away.
It was it was an interception, Marty.
It was, yeah. Here's a run up the middle, and that is by Scott. Boy, they're deep in running backs, aren't they?
They have. We've seen 4 or 5 kids.
You know, that's twice that Bear River has been poised to score and doesn't come away with any points, and you cannot do that against this Placer team and expect to win the football game.
Pass out into the flat, caught, and come up and making the tackle there is Kimball.
That was an excellent open field tackle.
Yep.
Kimball with the tackle at the 35.
Coming back to the huddle, limping a little bit, is Valaire. Boy, Placer is just loaded with offensive weapons. Double reverse. Big hole. Oh, good saving tackle in there by Winter. Brace the ball carrier. Man, that was there was nobody in front of him on that one.
It looked like Valaire took the ball and then handed it off to Brace coming back the other way.
This guy, Zach Winter, is some kind of defensive player.
He is.
Seems like he's in on every tackle, Marty.
Here come the Hillmen. And that play tries to go up the middle with Robinson, and that's for short yardage. 9:20 left to go here in the second quarter. It's a 14-7 ball game. Bear Rivers had 2 opportunities down inside the red zone and come away with nothing. There's a reverse, and touchdown saving tackle in there, guts again by Kimball. Man.
Boy, that time Trevin Kimball may have saved the score that put this game away. I know it's early to say that's in the second quarter, but you don't want to get behind on this incredible offensive machine that Placer's come out with.
Looking to pass, he's being rushed, and he's going to be brought down. Heads up play in there. They put full court press there. That looked like it was Harwood coming in there, I think.
You know, Marty.
And also Kramer.
In football, we call that a blitz, not a full court press, but it's the same thing basically.
Well, they definitely.
He came right up the sideline. He came in untouched. That was, like you said, that was number 5, Kramer, coming from his defensive back spot.
That was a loss of about 10 yards. It'll be second down and 20, but that doesn't seem to bother the Hillmen at all. They can score from any spot on the field. Rolling out the pass again, looking, and hands it off on a kind of like a delay.
Brace the ball carrier.
That's that old wraparound draw play? Is that what happened on that one?
Right, I believe it was the wraparound draw. And that time, number 56 for Bear River. That was McKnight. Travis McKnight stayed home where he belonged. Didn't follow the play.
Third down, looking to pass. Big pass rush. He gets hit, and he's overthrown. And was that Cody Hurd that came in there? And
number 20, that was Cody Hurd.
Yep, that's what I thought. He broke right through the line, and
he just clobbered him.
Yep.
He just flat out clobbered him.
He hit hard. So that'll bring up fourth down and about 18. Let's see what they do with 7:34 left to go in this ball game.
That was
in the first half. I'm sorry.
That was the kind of hit that makes a mother wince.
Yeah.
When you see your son being popped like that.
They're going to kick the ball. It looks like. Back to kick.
Bear River's not going to have a returner. They're going to try and kill this ball. But Bear River
snap.
Doesn't have anybody back.
And that's going to angle for the sideline. It's going to go out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. Let's see where they spot it. Is there a flag on the field? I didn't see
It's on
anything.
the far side near the Bruins bench. Sitting on the ground at roughly the 27-yard line.
Referee is heading over to the Bear River Bruins sideline.
Sideline warning.
Oh, sideline warning.
That's their first one.
That's 2 of those we've seen tonight.
So Bear River will take over on their own 10-yard line deep. Again, they seem to have played almost this entire game in their own territory. Once they got down inside the 20 of Placer, they ended up handoff right side to Ragosa, going nowhere. Running is just not going to get it against this defense for Placer.
Supercrop on the tackle.
Supercrop on that tackle. I think the defensive line outweighs the offensive line by about 10, 15 pounds a man. Bear River slow to come out of the huddle. Smith back, looking to pass, rolling out the other way, looking. He's going to be running it, and maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. Good pursuit in there by the front four for Placer.
At the 12.
That'll bring up third down and long. 6:18 left to go in this first half. 14-7 your score. Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown and Scott Hopper. All right, here we go. Let's see what Bear River can put together here. Obviously, pass play, and now they're going to have a delay of game?
I believe so.
Man.
Red ball, delay on the white.
It's been a flag fest tonight, Marty.
It certainly has.
I mean, they're giving warnings. They're not getting in substitutions properly. They've had 2 pass interference calls. This crew tonight wants to have some say over this football game, and they are.
Now they're back to the 7-yard line. It's pass. That's to Bosford. Turn is going to be short of the first down, but at least he got some running, kicking room for Cody Hurd.
Reception.
Well, it was a nice pass play that time. He had to get the ball away in a hurry. And you just see this defensive line manhandling,
right,
throwing aside some of these offensive players. Now let's take a look at this replay. Maybe you'll see this. Now watch on the right-hand side. Look at that. He just throws that offensive lineman aside.
Yep.
And that guy's 210 pounds.
Yeah, that's Furman. There's a kick going for the sideline. It's going to go out of bounds about the 45. And let's see who kicked that. Was that that was Kimball back there?
I believe it was.
That might have been Smith that kicked that. So with 5:01 left to go in the first half, we've got Placer in very good field position on their own 47-yard line. And they're just an absolute scoring machine here. So let's see what they do. They come up to the line of scrimmage very quickly. Inside handoff, big hole, and he's going to get up a first down. Is that Robinson again?
That's Brace.
Oh, Brace, all right. Barrios making the stop. Isaac Brace has got some good speed once he breaks into the open. He ran right over Ragosa, and Ragosa's pretty sure tackle. The second man through, Brace again, and he comes up, maybe gets a yard or two.
Number 42 on the tackle that time for Bear River. It's actually Cameron Barrios, I believe, got the tackle there.
Yeah.
And Barrios was the backup quarterback when Smith was injured, correct?
That's correct, right. He only threw 5 passes, but handoff, Brace, close to a first down. Bear River just doesn't have an answer for this run.
Well, it's 3rd and 1 right now, and it's in 2 down territory, Marty.
Yep.
So Placer can try a pass play here if they wanted to into the end zone. They're going to go for it on the ground.
And he made it. That was Robinson. Looks like one of the linemen jumped a little early, but it wasn't called. So now on the 25-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10. Up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Quick handoff, Robinson, left side, big hole. And he goes all the way down to about the 14-yard line. Barrios makes the tackle. At the 15-yard line, they'll spot it.
If I'm not mistaken, they're just marching right down the field.
Oh, yeah, this is the
Placer I thought we read about.
They're just blowing off the line of scrimmage. Uh-oh, there's a 5-yard penalty. That was Cañaro jumped a little early. That'll bring it back 5 yards. That'll bring up 1st and 15 with 3:10 left to go.
And I'll tell you what Scott Savoy is thinking right now on the Bear River sideline. He's thinking if he can go into halftime at 14-7, it's a win. So he's just thinking about holding this team. That 5-yard penalty was huge.
Here they come. The handoff, second man through. And a fumble.
Ball's loose.
The ball's loose on the ground, but then recovered in there, heads up by Robinson. Ball was knocked away. No Bear River players around, but heads up play in there by, I believe Kimball knocked that ball away. Timeout's going to be called.
Let's
see who got that out. Right there it is.
Yeah, that was. It was
52?
No, it looked like it might have been Winter. I know it was a 2, and so it was Zach Winter.
So once again, Zach Winter has an impact on defense for Bear River. I'll tell you what, without that guy, Bear River would have nothing on defense, and he's keeping them in this ball game.
Certainly is.
I think wisely, Coach Joey Montoya of the Placer Hillmen took a timeout. Here, now watch as he comes around. Watch number 52. You see him there right in your screen.
Right here he
holding
comes.
his ground, puts his hat right on the ball, right there. And that's the way you create fumbles. You
then
tackle
he knocked
the football.
It backwards. But Robinson heads up right on it.
So we've got second and about 16, I think, huh, Marty?
Well, yeah, 16, 17 yards. But that's nothing for Placer here. Okay, here's inside handoff, and goes maybe for about 3 yards. Bear River held their position on that one. Losing his helmet is Pinheiro.
Harwood making the tackle.
And the ball's on the 19, so what would that be for a kick?
Bring up third down, and let's see. Got to add 10 yards to it.
So 27 yards.
Going back to pass, a big rush by Hurd, and they brought him down. Obvious pass situation, and might have taken him out of field goal.
Yeah, I think it did, Marty. So much for the idea of a field goal. But now they're bringing the kicking team on. I can't imagine they're going to punt from here.
No, they're going to attempt a field goal from ball will be placed on the 35-yard line. It'll be a 45-yard.
Is that doable?
Yeah, he got a strong leg.
A 45-yard field goal.
That's a big kick.
Got a strong leg. There's a snap put down good. Oh, that looks good. No good. Wide right. It looked good from our angle, but it was wide right. So Bear River is held. Dodge the bullet. They'll take over on their own 20-yard line. Wow, that was a great defensive effort there by Bear River as Placer, like you were saying, Scott, was marching right down the field with that run game.
Granary had definitely had enough leg,
yeah,
just a little off to the right.
And then they had the 5-yard penalty that stymied the drive.
Right.
Put them back to 1st and 15, and that's where that whole drive stalled.
And then the big
tackle.
Linebacker blitz by Cody Hurd. Now let's see if they've got a minute 34. Let's see if they can put something together here. Look, quick pass. Oh, almost intercepted. That was intended for Ragosa and just overthrown. I think Smith might have caught the defender coming up on a heads-up run. That could have been caught and intercepted and gone in for nobody in front of him to the end zone. So he may have overthrown it on purpose. But here it'll be 2nd down and 10. 1:31 left to go here in the first half. Tight ball game, 14-7.
If I was Coach Savoy now, I'd keep it on the ground.
I agree.
I want to go in at halftime at 7-14. But they're going to, there you go, handoff straight up the middle.
That was Reese, the ball carrier.
It'll be interesting to see if Coach Montoya decides to burn some of his timeouts here, maybe getting some field position and another shot at it, but it looks like he's going to let the clock wind.
Well, I agree with you 100%. This is a moral victory for the Bruins going into halftime when Placer has been averaging 21 in the first quarter alone.
And it could be 14-14 had Bear River not fumbled that ball. And that interception, so who knows? Okay, rolling out, running, keeping the run going. That's okay. The clock continues to run.
But that was third down, Marty.
Lewis
So
comes in there.
now Coach Montoya is going to burn his timeout and
Right.
force the Bruins to punt. And it's going to have lots of time on the clock. There's going to be maybe 30 seconds under center by the time they punt the football.
And Marty, I think you expressed earlier that the Bruins have had trouble on coverages.
That's it. So I would watch for this ball to be kicked to the sideline closest to us, and then they'll get Placer will get a couple of plays out of it before the end of the half, but they'll kick for the sideline because too much horsepower in this Placer team to even on special teams. Don't forget to check out the game on your NorCal Game of the Week at YouTube Game of the Week. That's Touchdown Productions. Great coverage of all these football games, Nevada Union, Placer, and Bear River for this season. So check it out. Maybe a rush going to be put on here. Let's see. And that's going to be kicked. It's not going to go to the sideline, and trying to go to the sideline, and he made it out of bounds to stop the clock. That's Waller.
And with 32 seconds left in the half, Marty, that was actually excellent execution by the punter. He saw an all-out rush coming at him. I mean, there was a wall of green bearing down on him, and rather than take a full kick, he just kind of punched the ball out, and very effectively.
Yeah.
Kind of came out low towards the sideline. So Placer.
Let's see if they'll put it in the air. Inside handoff to Valer, and that's going to go nowhere. That's going to pick up a couple of yards maybe, and the clock continues to run, 22 seconds. Now Bear River is pretty suspect in the secondary, but they're dropping 5 back right now.
We're down to 10 seconds before the half.
I guess they're not going to get on their play. Now they're going to call a timeout.
They burned about 10 seconds there.
This will be their last timeout. Well, you're right, Paul. I think Bear River goes into the half, and if they can hold them here for this 8 seconds, they've got to come away with a real big moral victory.
Yeah, they got to be smiling because I don't know the scores of all the previous games, but I'm willing to bet if the Hillmen are averaging 21 points in the first quarter, this has got to be the closest game that they've played all season.
Well, last week against Foothill, Placer was 61-0 at the half. And then they called off the Dogs.
61
to nothing.
Wow.
And with final score was, I think Scott mentioned it earlier, I think it was 68-14.
Who are they playing? The Sycamore Junior High?
Well,
Foothill?
Foothill.
Wow. That'd be a tough game to watch.
Look for a pass in the end zone here, I would suspect. They come up to the line of scrimmage, a 4-man rush by Bear River, straight drop back, going down and overthrown, and that'll leave 4 seconds on the clock.
So the foregone conclusion, I doubt seriously that they're going to try to throw one into the end zone here. Coach Montoya is, my guess, will take a knee.
Well, they're setting up for it. Let's see, he does.
They do.
And diving in there. And that'll end the first half. 14-7.
The Placer fans look stunned.
Yeah, they do.
Well, this is not what they're accustomed to seeing from their Placer team. They were looking for the steamroller to come out and the hot asphalt to get flattened out like they've had in the last few weeks. And Bear River stunned them, I think, when that first interception and score, which is the only score they've had all night.
All right, I'd like to remind you, you're watching exclusive coverage of Placer High School football on your Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
72 and served until 2000 as
Gold and silver are more important as a part of your investment portfolio more now than ever before. There's inflationary pressures. China alone could push the gold price more than double from $1,000 to $2,000 an ounce. Hi, my name is Jason Hommel and welcome to the JH Mint. Here at the JH Mint we have all sorts of gold and silver. We have about 200 ounces of gold. We have about 20,000 ounces of silver or more in stock. We also assay or scrap gold jewelry and placer gold, and we will be here for all of your gold and silver investing needs Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
The Owl has been part of Mill Street for 132 years. The hand-carved Austrian cherrywood bar was built in 1880, and the food has become legendary with entrees including steak and prawns cooked to perfection.
We put 3 new HD TVs in the bar and the lounge area. We're going to be starting a Monday Night Football special. We'll have different specials in the bar.
And enjoy a great meal with family and friends at the new Owl Grill and Saloon.
The Painter family's been feeding Nevada County football players and their families since 1959. October marks 52 years of service to our community. At SPD, you'll always find USDA choice beef and a full-service meat department, complete deli section, locally grown produce, and a post office. Everything you need that makes SPD so special. SPD Markets, hometown proud, where your neighbors shop.
Mike Bratton is the neighbor you can count on for your most important insurance decisions, 24 hours a day.
The first step begins with a phone call. Hi, I'm Mike Bratton, your good neighbor State Farm agent, and I look forward to hearing from you. Since 1984, my team and I have been educating clients and developing long-term relationships through personalized and professional guidance on their insurance programs. We will put you in the driver's seat and strive to enhance each encounter you have with us.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi, my name's Mark from Swayze's Public Wholesale at 140 East McKnight Way. At Swayze's, we have all kinds of automotive tools. We have all kinds of fasteners, 3 different pitches of metrics. We have safety equipment. And don't forget our glove world. We carry over 600 styles of gloves. If your canopy was damaged this winter, we have all the parts and supplies to fix and repair it or expand it. It's Swayze's Public Wholesale. We have everything you need for everything you do. Open every day, 8 to 5 on the weekdays, open till 4 on the weekends.
Back here at Lefebvre Stadium, Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown and Scott Hopper as we're here at halftime waiting for the Placer High School marching band to come out onto the field and entertain us for the entire halftime. So we're looking forward to that as Placer, Scott, has got one of the best marching bands around in the area. And so let's just go down onto the field and check out the Placer High School marching band.
The Golden Hillmen Marching Band is under the field direction of Drum Major LSD and Assistant Drum Major David Cavell. The Hillmen will start tonight's program with Estancia. Please direct your attention to the field and enjoy tonight's show. captain is Alexandra Garner, first assistant Ashley Nichols, and second assistant Christina McLaughlin. The dance team tonight will perform to Eye of the Tiger. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Placer High School cheerleading squad. The cheerleaders are coached by Miss Jody Edwards. Assistant coaches are Tommy Edwards and Jenny Kukala. The 2012-13 varsity captains are Allison Goodrich and Kelsey Robinson. The cheerleaders tonight will be performing to Wipeout. Hillmen students, parents, and alumni, please stand and join the Golden Hillmen Marching Band, the dance team, and the cheerleaders as they perform the Placer Fight Song.
Back here at Lefebvre Stadium, the Placer High School Marching Band has put on an excellent performance, as usual, I might add, as these fine musicians are really do a great job. And there's your YouTube.com user Game of the Week scoreboard, and no score during that second quarter for either team, 14-7, still here at half. I'd like to remind you that you're watching exclusive coverage of Placer High School Hillmen football on your Touchdown Production Sports Network.
Magnuson's Dodge Chrysler Jeep is under new management and has joined the management family at Magnuson's Auburn Toyota, so you can expect the same great customer service. Right now it's Ram Power Days with the new 2012 Ram diesel trucks, Jeep Wranglers, and the new Jeep Grand Cherokees arriving daily. It's Ram Power Days at Magnuson's Dodge Chrysler Jeep in Auburn. The Beam Center joins forces with Admiral Electric to offer you electrical services for your home and has a new line of whole house fans which will save you energy. They're also your headquarters for big screen TVs in Grass Valley, including the new 3D TVs, and feature the First Alert security systems, as well as the famous Beam Central Vac system. It's fun and function at the Beam Easy Living Center in Grass Valley. B&C is your neighborhood home and garden center for both builders and consumers. They carry everything you need. In their garden center, you'll find a complete nursery along with expert advice on trees, shrubs, perennials, and garden enhancements. They're open 7:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday and 8 to 5 on Sunday. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center in the Fowler Center, Grass Valley. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fun starts at Top This, your premier accessory outfitter for truck, RV, marine, and fishing. Top This is Grass Valley's only outfitter with access to millions of products and the knowledge to help you choose what's right for you. They're serious about outfitting your truck, boat, or RV. As for fishing, talk to Chuck. Top This, your premier accessory outfitter for truck, RVs, marine, and fishing. The Hauser family reminds you if it's round, rubber, and it rolls, then you're sure to find it at Plaza Tire and Auto Service. From regular car and truck tires to small specialty tires for your trailers and golf carts, you can trust Plaza Tire has the tire for you. They stake their reputations on it every day. Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Auto repair done on your schedule, not theirs, in Penn Valley, Nevada City, and in Colfax. And of course, brought to you by Touchdown Productions, the foothill leader in sports television. This is Gil Dominguez saying thanks for joining us tonight, and be sure to stay with us after the game when we announce the Bill Slade and Sons Trucking Player of the Game, created by Stuckey Engravers. Once again, the Touchdown Productions sports team will select the most deserving NU player and honor them with a beautiful plaque made by Stuckey's. So stay tuned after the game for the Bill Slade and Sons Trucking Player of the Game Award, created by Stuckey Engravers, and coming up immediately after this exclusive telecast.
Well, welcome back, and there was the Bill Slade and Sons Trucking Player of the Game Award by Stuckey Engravers. And Scott, we've got our work cut out for us here to try to get a Player of the Game from here. I mean, we're still got another half to go, and both of these teams have got some outstanding players so far, and it can go to either team tonight. So let's see. We'll just keep our eyes open and see what happens, what develops here in the second half, so we get that Player of the Game for either one of these two teams. Here we go with a kickoff. Bear River will receive it. It's going to go almost into the end zone, just short, and coming out with the ball on a good run back, and he breaks into the open, and it's going to take it all the way on out to, let's see who that's, Cody Hurd. I couldn't see his number. Great field position out to the 40-yard line. He only had one more one more player to get by for the Placer defense, and or else he could have gone all the way. And
that was a real nice way to start the second half for the Bruins, who are only down 7 points at 14-7.
So here come the Bruins. Good field position on their own 40. Smith back, direct snap to Cody Hurd. He drives for about 3 or 4 yards. Falls right on top of
Cody Hurd, the ball carrier.
one of the linemen. It looked like it was Furman, trying to do a lead block. Picks up a couple. I got Scott. I think Bear River's going to have to pull out all the stops here. They worked on some trick plays this week, so let's see if they can put something together here.
Play action, going deep.
Oh, Cody Hurd overthrew. He threw that ball to Kimball. That was 10 yards overthrown.
I think the Bruins have a chance here if they can play a good, clean second half, because really the difference in this game so far was really the penalties.
That's right. That'll bring up third down and long. Spread formation. Smith now on the direct snap. 5 men in the pattern. That ball was knocked down, almost intercepted. Great defensive play in there. Was that Sander again? He's played a whale of a defensive game. So that'll bring up fourth down. Punting situation, so that great field position resulted in 3 and out. And so let's see what happens now as Cody Hurd goes back to kick.
Looks like there's some confusion on the
they're missing
number of players.
Now they got the full complement in there. Let's see. There's the punt. Going for the sideline, and it's going to go out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. Let's see where they spot it, 35, where Placer will take over 1st and 10 on their own 35.
Well, you never really want to start the second half with a 3 and out.
No.
That's not a good way to go.
Put the pressure back on your defense, and let's see what Placer has come up with here at halftime. They were inside while the marching band put on a nice performance, and let's see what they're going to see if they're going to march down the field. There's a handoff, big opening once again. Was that Villar, the ball carrier? He's had quite a few carries tonight. Been using Robinson a lot as a decoy. He's carried several times, but they faked that first handoff to him, and then hand it on the backside, going to Villar, and there's a quick handoff to Robinson. He breaks a couple of tackles, still going. Wow, he is just like a bull. Finally brought down in there by Zach Winter. He's played a great defensive ball game tonight.
So far, for me on the Bruins side of the team, I would say that he's my front runner.
No,
he's played
absolutely.
a solid game.
Here they come. That's Brace trying to go over the right side. He turns the corner and he gets another first down. I guess they're just going to go away from the pass and just start running. Lead block in there nicely by number 71, Kuchenthal. Here's a replay. Here comes, take a look at this, Scott, as
Robinson's there as the lead block. It looks like he's going to take on number 22.
That's Kimball.
Kimball. Sets him up for an extra 5-6 yards. And there was Ragoza on the tackle.
So here they go again, and quick hitter handoff. He's still breaking tackles. They're just going to wear down Bear River. Robinson is a senior fullback, third-year player, just a fantastic runner. He's going to wear him down. And it looks like one of the Bear River players might be a little shaken up over there. getting run over by Robinson, I imagine so. So there's a first man through again, and they stopped Robinson that time. That was Winter again.
It's not a good sign. It looks like Cody Hurd is down on the ground.
Robinson, the ball carrier.
Oh, that's not good.
Hurd made the tackle.
He's a real tough kid. He's it's like he's holding on to his stomach. They've taken a helmet in the stomach or something, but he's definitely feeling the pain. I watch him in practice and watch him through the games. He is just one tough football player, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is not serious that he'll be back in the game, because that's how tough he is.
Who's the trainer for Bear River?
I don't know. Haven't seen him at any of the practices.
Okay. And he's been very instrumental on both sides of the ball.
He has, yep. He's the punter, and pulling a big hand for Cody Hurd. As Placer fans, I don't see what he's. He was holding his stomach, but. Heading back to the sideline, and they got his helmet in his hand, in the coach's hand. I don't know if that's a good sign or not. That's usually means that you're sitting on the bench the rest of the game. Take your helmet away from you.
Blow to the head.
Yeah, could have been. All right, here we go. Second down and short. Roll out. And a dive up the middle. Valier, the ball carrier, got the tackle made by Barrios. That'll bring up third down. Maybe a passing situation here with third and about 6. Handoff way, and being brought down on a nice defensive play in there by Cordial. First time we've called his name tonight.
So is he the fill-in for Cody Hurd?
Well, he comes in every once in a while on defense, but he is the guy that's taking Hurd's place right now. So that'll bring up fourth down.
And Cordial's leaving the game, so Hurd must be back in.
He's tough. And they're going to throw him for a sack, and that was fourth down. Bear River comes up again. Harwood came up on a great defensive play. Boy, that is quite a defensive stand right there as they were marching down that field, Scott.
You know, people they've been talking about Bear River's defense.
Watch this replay.
He did.
Got in there very quickly. Threw him down for a big loss. Bear River takes over on downs. Now in directly over center. Pitch back. That goes to Tipton. Tipton's no place to go.
I think that's the first time we've called his name.
Yeah, right. He's filling in for Dowling. Dowling is out tonight.
And was Dowling injured last week?
Last week against Colfax, and he'll be in next week, but he is a defensive back and also a running back. Going back to pass, looking downfield. Almost intercepted and dropped. Who was that? That was
Pinero. So that'll bring up third down and 11 as Bear River unable to move the ball.
7:36 left to go in this third quarter. Fans are getting a little restless here.
I guess when you're accustomed to knocking out the opponent early.
Yeah. Smith back, looking, rolling now, trying to get out. Throws it downfield, and it's caught just before he stepped out of bounds. Let's see if they're going to spot it. They do. Completed pass, first down. Bear River.
Smith was in trouble on that rollout. Eddie Vanderdoes was looking to take him out.
Was that to Kimball?
You know, I'd have to say it is. The odds are it is.
Yeah, over in that. That was a big rollout. He was being chased. Let's take a look at the replay. And there he is, goes out on the rollout, being just almost knocked that ball down. That was Ragosa, looked like. Roll. Oh, he did. Threw it into double coverage to Ragosa. Pinheiro. Man. Yeah, that's one thing. I talked to Ramon Barrios, the quarterback coach, and Smith kind of picks out his downfield receiver and then stays on him, and of course then the defense can go right after him because it doesn't look off to another player, and that cost him right there as a turnover. Now let's see what happens here as they come over the right side. That looks like was that Brace again. Picks up about 3, maybe 4 on the carry. That's second down. And
the Hillman safety that intercepted that, he's a basketball player, quite an athlete at 6'3". I'm not sure you're going to be able to throw over the top of that guy.
No. Another handoff. And then Robinson with the ball carrier going to get maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Hurd back in the ball game, making that tackle. Yeah, you can't keep Hurd out of the ball game very long. He's in there on both offense and defense. Stellar performance. Okay, here it is, third down. Big third down right now for the Hillmen. Looking. Almost intercepted, but it was caught. Oh, boy. That was Edie went up to intercept that ball, went right through his hands. He had a touchdown. I think he might have been looking at 6 points right there, Scott.
I agree. And Brace has been their go-to guy when they need a play.
So 1st and 10, they keep the ball, 5:44 left. In motion is Brace, they hand it off to him, trying to do a sweep, cuts it back inside, picks up about 3. And there's a flag. That's got to be probably a holding or maybe a face mask. Let's see what they call.
Barrios was in on that tackle.
Holding, yep. When you see that flag come in from behind like that, that's a good indication that it's a holding.
You've been doing this a while, haven't you?
Take a look at that pass play. Now watch as
Dunham.
Edie comes up and tries to go for just let it get by him, and Brace right there with the catch on a big third down play. So they keep the clock moving. 5:22 left. Temperature starting to drop a little bit here at Lefebvre Stadium in Auburn. And let's see if there's a fumble. And they're saying Bear River's got it, but I don't know. Let's see what happens.
The signal is.
Bear River did recover that fumble. So Bear River now, a great opportunity down on about the Placer 33-yard line. They'll mark it at the 33. So here come the Bruins. See if they can capitalize on this as they get a break after that interception.
This is the best field position that they've had in quite some time.
Well, let's see what Smith can do here. Rolling out, looking. Gonna get a block. Oh, he's gonna get sacked. A missed block in there. And Smith goes down. Big rush in there by the Sander. Takes him out of field goal position.
We're still at 14-7. Who would have guessed?
No, I was looking for a big scoring game, at least on the Placer side. And of course, Bear River's only got that first play from scrimmage on that interception. That's the only thing they can muster up here. Kind of shot themselves in the foot on several occasions. So Smith back now, looking for right over the middle, and that's going to go close to a first down, but it's going to be about a yard short. That went to Reese.
I really like this play calling when they're coming over the letting the pass rush come in and then dumping it down. It's been pretty effective tonight.
So with third down and about a yard and a half, maybe two. Let's see what they can put together here now. They got two receivers out to the right, two out to the left. Single back in the backfield. Timeout being called here by, looks like Placer. And that'll stop the clock with 3:53 to play. Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown and Scott Hopper, as we're out here with a seesaw battle, as both of these teams have got such strong defenses, and we're looking at another quarter without any score, as there was no scoring in the second quarter, no score so far here in the third quarter, and we've got 3:53 left. So let's and Bear River with a short third down and about two, keep this drive alive after that fumble recovery.
Marty, Scott, you have to say, any observer would say that right now, that the Placer team looks like the stronger of the two football teams, and you're just waiting for them to break out with the big score, but it just never seems to come. About the time that they look like they're going to make a big move down the field, either they're penalized or Bear River comes up with a big defensive play. Now Bear River's got the football, third down and 12, and this right here I think is a turning point in the game.
Oh, that's right.
They've got to score right here, get something on the board.
Pass downfield. And Kimball wide open, and nobody around him within 4 yards, and Dylan missed. Smith missed that receiver.
That was Trevin Kimball. And, Smith had to throw the ball early because, as is with every other play, that green wall is pouring through the dike.
Yep.
He doesn't really have 3 whole seconds. He's got to throw the ball early, and Trevin just wasn't ready for the pass.
Placer has Pinero back to receive the kick.
They'll kick for the sideline, and it'll go out of bounds on about the 8-yard line maybe. Let's see where they mark it off. Yep, goes out of the 9. First and 10, so a seesaw defensive battle going back and forth.
Paul, I agree with you 100%. Placer looks to be the much better team, but somehow Bear River is hanging in there.
It's like a heavyweight and a middleweight fighter. And you got this big heavyweight, and he's slugging away, and he just can't put this little guy down. And every time he does, the guy jumps back up and then wins around. This is a very unusual football game, and I think it's kind of shocking, this Placer crowd.
So here's a handoff, big hole opening up, and going to go close to a first down, maybe for 8 yards. Hurd on the stop, and bringing in a fresh set of legs. That's Markstein, about his third carry of the game, and they got a lot of depth in this club, and I think they can just wear you down, Scott.
I agree with you 100%. I mean, the size and the depth of that bench.
So here
it has to break through.
There's Brace on the going over the right side, turns the corner and out of bounds. Forced out of bounds, and it looks like he might have turned his ankle a little bit. He's limping.
may have been Coach Savoy over there on the sideline tripping him.
Yeah, it could be. He's going to hobble off. No, he's going to go back into the huddle. That'll be a first down. Telling his teammates, I'm okay, give me the ball again, I'll show him.
He has been their workhorse tonight.
Certainly has. Here they come up over center. Handoff. And that is Mark Stein again with the ball carrier, picking up about 4 yards. 2:57 left to go. They continue. This drive started on the 9-yard line. They're up to their own 27. Going back to pass. That ball's up in the air. It's going to be intercepted. And there's trips over his own man. That was Barrios. There was nobody there. The ball must have been tipped at the line of scrimmage. And had he not tripped over his own man, he was down the sideline for a touchdown, Scott.
You know, and as Paul was saying earlier, the green team is moving the ball, and then bang, he got back up.
Big pass rush. Now watch, let's see what happens. Coming in, that is Botsford, and that ball is tipped, I guess, at the line of scrimmage. And now they both go for it, but then he coming up and making the Edie comes up and tackles him, and he can't go on. So Barrios gets the interception. That'll be 1st and 10 on the Placer 37-yard line. Screen pass over the top. And going around the left side for only a few yards was Reese.
I like the play, though, Marty. That was exactly what we were saying earlier. Let's use the momentum. That defensive line is busting through. Let's throw over their head. Let's throw those screen passes and the flats passes. Those seem to be wide open.
And that was Vanderdoos in on the tackle. He's a 300-pound guy that ran down a 155-pound tailback.
Yeah,
he's impressive.
That's why he's going to Division I school. Conference with the referees here. This clock stops with 2:04 left to go here in the third period. Or quarter. What's they going to call they're going to call a penalty? Okay, there's your 5-yard sideline infraction. They said the next time they get one, it's going to cost them 5. So now 2nd down, and instead of being 6, is 2nd down and 12. Big rush again, looking right over the middle, and coming up and making the stop. Big heads-up play. Was that Sander again? Oh, no, it was Supercrop make that tackle. And
okay, so we have 3rd and 10 with 1:40 in the third. The Bruins need to strike.
Just not having enough time to pass. Odd into the flat, but they're got it covered, and sure enough, Reese comes up short of the 1st down. Only gains about 3.
What do you do here at the 34-yard line? I mean, you haven't been able to move the ball religiously, but
they're going to kick it again and try to kick it out of bounds.
You know, the Bear River defense is doing a good job. They're holding this Placer team, and Coach Savoy just keeps putting the ball down in the 8-10-yard line range, keeping them out of good field position, and he's just killing more and more of the clock. The closer he gets to the end of this game, the closer he gets the chance to steal this game away from Placer.
So back to punt is Harwood. He kicks it for the sideline. It's going to go out of bounds again, about the 10-yard line. Maybe the 5-yard line, looks like.
That's a beauty.
So once again, I watched this in practice yesterday, and they worked on this. And they're executing very nicely here, as it's ball will be spotted around the 5-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10. Don't forget to join us next week as we travel to J. David Ramsey Stadium on the campus of Bear River High School as the Bear River Bruins take on the Center Cougars. That game will be seen on Comcast Channel 11, Suddenlink Channel 16, Wave Broadband Channel 20, and don't forget YouTube.com. Look for that, and there's going to be either an offside or illegal procedure. Let's see what they call. See if somebody jumped. Yeah,
It's going to be against Bear River.
Yeah, that'll give them 1st and 5. Move it out to the 10-yard line. Boy, you hate to see that when you jump. Bear River defense is anxious.
So much for the advantage of having him on that 5 with that great punt.
Quick handoff. Weaves his way. 1st down. Coming up and making that stop was Zach Winter again.
And there was Robinson on the carry.
Yep. Big 1st down out to about the 19-yard line as the clock ticking down to the end of this 3rd quarter. Oh, somebody move again.
Looked like the nose tackle.
Oh, that's an easy 10 yards, isn't it?
It's 47 on Bear River.
That's Botsford.
Botsford, he was getting a little bit antsy, trying to make a quick move inside.
There's a brace going over the right side, and it's going to be stopped short of the 1st down, and the 3rd quarter will come to an end. Still tied at 14-2. I mean, still not tied at 14-7. Your score. It was still the same score as we had at the half, and there it is, your YouTube.com user Game of the Week scoreboard.
So, that's gentlemen, let's talk about the Bill Slade, Stuckey Engravers players of the game. Now, we can go this week. It's unusual because we cover both Bear River and Placer, that we can choose a player from either team. And I'd like all of us to kind of get together and put our heads together. Right now, if it was Bear River, I think the winning team should have the player of the game. That would just be my choice.
I agree with that.
So on the Bear River side, my choice would be Zach Winter.
We talked about that earlier, and both Scott and I agreed that on the Bear River choice would be Scott Winter, hands down.
It's the defense that's been keeping them in the game, so we really need to maintain focus on that group.
Now, Scott, on the offensive side, the Placer Hillmen have a number of players you could choose from. Who would you choose right now to be your choice from Placer?
I think I would have to go with their tailback, Brace, since he's been the workhorse.
Yeah, Michael Robinson also comes to mind. Michael Robinson's done a lot of work for Placer.
So, looks like they got the 1st down. Let's see where they spot it.
And that was that workhorse there, Michael Robinson.
Yes, he's when you need 3 or 4 yards at a pop, that you'll just hand it off. And they're waving off the flag, so that should be a 1st down if they spot. Yep, it is. So they're trying to get the crowd into the game, as they've been pretty quiet. So Placer's moved from the 9 to the 30, and his 1st down. Almost a fumble, but he's got a big gain. That's Bryce again. He almost fumbled that ball. Another 1st down. They continue to grind out the yardage on the ground, and plus the fact when you're running the ball on the ground, you're running time off the clock.
They're taking some big shots right now, and they're moving the ball in big chunks. But again, Bear River somehow, some way, has been able to stop them when they had to.
Here they come, almost a 6-man front for Bear River. Somebody moved. They're saying it was Placer, but who knows?
I think it was number 9.
That's Mark Stein.
Mark Stein, he's moved back a little early, so this will kill a drive right here. Now it's 1st and 15. You see, Placer is not very good at throwing the football, let's face it. So long yardage does not work to their advantage. Right. They are better when they grind them out 5 and 6 yards at a time.
Oh, and he breaks it the outside, and he's going to get stopped. They're going to good tackle right there. That was Valera, the ball carrier. Edie makes the stop, and that'll bring up, is that third down?
It's third down.
Third down and about 11. Oh, second down. That's right, because they were offside on the first down. So it's second down and 11.
So Placer's in a passing down now. Let's see if they go with it.
Fumble and recovered by Brace. Saves that one. So that takes them back about 3 more yards. That'll bring up third down and about 14. 10:25 left. McKnight in there.
Here's the replay of the fumble. Oh, it was on a center to quarterback transition.
Just fell out of his hands.
And there was Brace.
He covered it up.
So the foot shooting continues for Placer. This is what we saw. We saw 3 first downs. Now they've got a long third and about 13.
Sander goes out. Big rush coming again, and they get him. And that was Cody Hurd again. He's done it all season long. He comes up, throws the quarterback for a big, big loss, as Denham just could not outrun Cody on his drop back. Take a look now. Look at this head charge in there by Cody Hurd.
He just came right through the middle, and nobody touched him.
Nope. Big defensive play again. 9:18. High snap, no rush though. Kick is away. It's going to be short. It's going to take a bounce. Takes a Bear River bounce. They'll get good field position again on their own 46-yard line. And let's see if Bear River can put something together. They have been struggling all night.
They do have a short field here, Marty, and you know what? They're not going to get that many more opportunities.
No, they're not.
They're going to have to convert one of these if they're going to get into this football game. But Placer's got to be shaking their head. Certainly the fans that are around me are shaking their head. They can't seem to put 4 first downs together. Now Bear River's got the ball again.
Quick pass over the middle, and he breaks it to the outside, and he's still on his feet. And what a play on that quick hitter, and that was Kramer. Looks like he's struggling a little bit getting up, but he gets back in the huddle. Big, big, quick hitter right over the back of the linebacker.
You know, watch Kramer here, Hop. He doesn't seem to put the ball away. He looks like he's still playing with the ball right there.
Yeah.
He hasn't really got it, and now he's...
Oh, he did lose it. And
then
it bounced right back on his hand.
Right.
I never saw that.
Good eye.
Big hole off to the left side, but then brought down in there on a big tackle by Robinson.
This is what Bear River needs right here. There's 4 yards. Now they need 5 yards, and then they need another 4 yards. They need to march down this field and pop this in and give Coach Savoy the opportunity to win this game with a 2-point conversion. 8 minutes and 25 seconds. I know that's a big mouthful, and Bear River hasn't shown they can do it yet, but I think that's what we're heading for right here.
So if Dylan Smith can continue that pinpoint passing and make some completions, right over the middle again, but it's thrown behind Kimball.
We're going to take a look at the replay again here on the Kramer catch.
What a break right there, huh?
Wow.
Bounced right up into his hands.
It's like a shortstop. Ball comes right up to him.
At least he had the ability to keep his eye on the ball and have it bounce right up into his arms again. So now it's third down and about 6.
This is a big play here.
Looking. No place to go, and he's going to get sacked. As Smith could not find an open receiver. That was that Sam Queen that made that stop? Getting up slowly.
Andrew Reese Jr. on the right was wide open, and he just didn't see him. He really didn't have time. To Smith's defense, he had such a wall of defensive linemen penetrating that offensive line. He didn't have a chance to look the field over, but number 2, Reese, was wide open. So it's a 4th down play, Marty. What are you doing if you're Coach Savoy?
Well, you gotta take a, well, it's 4th and 14, and Placer has not been giving up big yardage on a pass play, and they've been putting good pressure on Smith. I don't know.
You know, if you hand the ball back over to Placer on the 32-yard line, the way your defense is playing, I don't think that's that big of a loss. I think you have to take a shot right now. 7:41 left. If you put the ball down, and let's say you put it inside the 5-yard line, hoping that you're going to get a defensive stop, you may never get the ball back.
Yeah, and they're moving that ball, on the ground, and they're eating up a lot of clock.
Bear River has had a difficult time passing the ball further than 10-15 yards. They've all been quick hits, screen pass.
Well, he doesn't, and Smith has got a strong arm, but he just is not having the time with that front 4 for Placer. They're going for it.
The Placer fans are firing up.
He got it.
He got it.
It could be a touchdown. A first down.
It will be. He got enough room, and then there's a flag down. I believe there was a hit after he went out of bounds.
It was Ragoza on the catch.
If there is, they will be 15 yards tacked on from that position. Let's see what they do.
Oh, they're signaling.
First down. Did you see a flag?
Watch the hit after he goes out of bounds. It's a brilliant pass. Right on the numbers. He catches the ball, secures it, goes out of bounds, and then he is, well, it doesn't look that bad now.
I don't think they good big catch in there, a 14-yard pass reception by Ragosa.
If Bear River goes on to win this game, Hop, that will be the play we look back on.
I would agree with you. That was a game changer. Oh,
see, that didn't fool anybody. Yeah, that was number 56. That was Lewis again. Jake Lewis comes up. He did not go for that initial fake, and it's thrown for a loss of about 5 yards. And so now it's 2nd and 15 again. Bear River just unable to get the ground game going. Ran into the same problem last week against Colfax, and it's manifested itself against this big front 4 of Placer's defensive line.
Let's face it, this is just a great defensive game.
It is. Now they're going to delay the game again. It certainly is. Another 5 yards.
That's a killer.
Wow. That'll be 2nd and 20.
And that might be the play of the game right there.
The wind has picked up a little bit, getting a little bit cooler here at Lefebvre Stadium. Right over the middle. He's got running room, and that's Kimball. As he takes it up, they picks up quite a few yards, but it's still short of the first down. That'll bring up 3rd down.
I like that play.
Yeah, that is nice.
That one was a screenplay that comes back to the middle. They had a wall set up for him. He had some room. He needed to evade one tackler, and that had end zone.
All right, Smith comes in with the play from the sideline. Big 3rd down. It's probably 2-down territory here, I would imagine. Fans getting a little rowdy here now, calling for the defense. Big rush again. Throws the ball in the. And there's a pass interference. I don't know whose it's on. Might be offensive pass interference. He may have pushed off.
The pass was intended for Duncan.
Here's a call. Defense.
Defense pass interference. That'll bring a first down. Take a look at it.
Here the Boo Birds are out behind us. You can hear it. But right there, he does push off. I think that's a good call.
That was for Duncan. That was number 13.
The Placer fans certainly didn't appreciate that call.
Nope.
But look at this. Look who's knocking on the door. Bear River now is in position with 5 minutes and 37 seconds to tie or take the lead.
Boy, that one.
So it's first and goal from the
First 7-yard line.
Where do you go to now? I don't think you throw the football. I think you try the left side here where they've had some running.
Boy, throw it.
Out loud.
Hold on to that ball.
This is a great football game.
Oh, man, what unbelievable. Unbelievable.
About the time you think Bear River is going to do something, they shoot
now
themselves.
The ball is all the way back to the 20-yard, a 13-yard loss. I didn't see what happened. Did it go through his hands, or was it in the dirt, or what?
Bad snap over his head.
Over his head, okay.
It hit him right in the hands, and then just
what a time to
really
when you're first and goal on the 7-yard line. Now it's second and goal from the 20. I wouldn't be surprised to see that fade route into the end zone. They're taking a lot of time here.
I just keep picking on that corner, man. Right. He keeps giving him the flag.
Holding should be. And pass was to Duncan. Could have been a holding call down here at the line of scrimmage.
I think it's time that the officials just let the boys play. We've seen enough flags. Unless something is just blatant, they should leave their flags in their pocket and let this game get done.
Well, let's see what Smith has come over to the sideline. Now they're going to call a timeout. That'll be their second timeout of the.
Timeout. Bear River, their second.
They'll have to come back and regroup. There's your YouTube.com user Game of the Week scoreboard showing a lot of goose eggs up there. Here we're in the fourth quarter with 4:39 left to go. This is do or die right here for the Bear River Bruins. I mean, they've got to score on this possession, or Placer will just be able to run out the clock.
Have you noticed the passive plays have gone to the far side almost every time? I wonder if maybe they're setting up maybe for a near side corner route.
I think Scott Savoy has found someone he can pick on out there.
Here's the bad snap on that one.
Now watch, he's not even looking. And they snap the ball, and he hits him right in the hands.
Oh, yeah, that was a little bit high on the snap.
He's lucky to fielded it.
Because he carries that ball like he always wants to throw it. He should have thrown it away right there.
Okay, here it is.
There it is, third down and goal. They got 3 in the end, right over the middle, and he dropped the ball. Incomplete pass. He had him wide open. Who was that? Was that Hurd?
It was Hurd.
Cody Hurd, right in the middle, and he just dropped the ball. Big play. They sent 3 receivers out to the right into the corner, just like you had said. It's got something up in the middle, and Cody just dropped the ball. Oh, that had touchdown written all over it.
He would have caught it about the 3-yard line.
Yeah, and he was right in stride, too.
And it would have been 4th down and goal.
Yeah. Now it's 4th and goal.
They've got to throw it in the end zone.
Yep.
Everybody standing in the house.
Here's a high snap. Looking. Throws, he's got it wide open. Coming over, and they knock it down. That was intended for Ragosa in the corner, but just underthrown. Had he thrown it into the deep of the part of the corner of the end zone, he may have had a shot at it. But 2 defenders came up and knocked it away, and that could possibly be the ball game.
Well, we have 4:27 to go, and the Bruins defense has been phenomenal tonight.
Only with one timeout left.
We need to keep the ball down. Move it. Burn up some clock.
Kind of got too much air.
He's open early.
Yeah.
Yeah, just too high.
So back to live action. And that was Bryce, the ball carrier, and he picks up some big yardage. About 7. Well, you can say one thing. This has been an exciting ball game right from the very first play.
This has been a great football game. In fact, you don't see high school football games that are defensive oriented like this one has been. This has been
especially with a team that's averaging 35. They're just gonna keep the ball on the ground. Bear River can't stop the clock. They get a first down. Robinson, the ball carrier.
Do we want to start talking again about the player of the game?
I've already got my guy selected. I don't know what you guys think.
Measure. I'm gonna let you guys decide.
I think I would probably go with a Placer player, assuming that they win. And I have to go with their running back, the guy that they've really leaned on hard all night, and that's Isaac Brace.
You won't get any argument out of me. He's played a whale of a ball game. Also been on defense. Now they're gonna have a measurement here for.
And if you think about it, you can give it to any one of those defensive linemen.
Right, exactly.
That have been just penetrating and blowing out the Bear River offensive line. Any one of those guys could be the player of the game, but you're right. The ball carrier, the real workhorse tonight. Who you think, Pop?
Yeah, no, I agree. He's done it, and that's probably going to be a first down. That'll stop the clock temporarily, but it is 1st and 10. So Bear River with one timeout left has got to put on a hold here of some sort. They don't want to have any chance of winning this game. But underdog Bear River came in here with a team that's averaging 52 points a game and so far has held them to 14 points. Both teams undefeated. Here they come. It'll be a handoff, and coming up and making the sack. I believe that was Botsford on Bryce. Brace, the ball carrier, and he got thrown for a loss. They're not going to stop the clock. They have one timeout left.
But I am very impressed with the Bear River defense tonight. They have really shown us that they are a 6-0 team.
Yeah, they're not. Nothing fluke about the way they've been playing all year. They've come from behind on a couple of ball games, but somebody moved. It looked like. No, it looked like 52 might have moved. Let's see. That was.
Gosh. And do you know how bad that is? That's 5 yards plus it stops the clock.
They're gonna say it's offside Bear River.
I'm not sure about that call.
That's a terrible call.
Especially the reaction that number 52 gave once once the flag was thrown. We're down to 2:18.
They're going to let that clock run as long as they can. Inside handoff, big hole, and get a first down. And that ought to just about do it. Bear River only can stop the clock one more time. Two fine defensive teams played a whale of a ball game tonight.
It was a heavyweight championship fight.
And I think the better team on the field won this game. We're already giving it to Placer. Something could still happen, but with a first down and only one timeout in their pocket left for Bear River, They need a fumble or something critical to happen here.
They'll be tackling the ball. And they're holding on, still driving.
And they're going to have to burn their timeout right now.
Right now, yep.
And they
timeout, they do.
Brace the ball carriers.
They ought to be able to run the clock out now.
Let's take it home.
On the tackle at the 45. Timeout, Bear River, their third.
Don't forget to check on us next week, because Bear River is going to have a big, important game next week. They're going to make it to the playoffs as they take on the Center Cougars, and Center is up at Colfax tonight, and Colfax is looking for a big win. So this could tighten up this Pioneer Valley League if Center can come away and get beat by Colfax tonight. But, well, that's next week. We'll look for you out of the game. You got 8 ways to watch us. Comcast Channel 11, Suddenlink Channel 16, NevadaCountyTV.org, or Wave Broadband Channel 20, and YouTube.com user Game of the Week from Touchdown Productions, and that's where you'll be able to see this game again.
Traditionally, do 2 teams from the Pioneer Valley League make it to the playoffs?
And Placer, if they go undefeated, they may move up to Division III. There's a quick handoff, big hitting opener, and there it is. And that should just about salt this one away as Kimball comes up and makes the tackle.
And Kimball got pounded on that.
Oh, yeah, Robinson is just, he's just like a bulldozer.
And Kimball at 135 pounds against a
200.
Oh boy, a freight train.
Yep. They're going to be taking a knee now the rest of the way. They'll let the clock run as far as they will. They can't. Bear River cannot stop it. And there's a knee, and they'll run another 30 seconds off, and that'll just about do it. As the fans start to file out. They knew they were in a contest tonight. Bear River came in here a real big underdog, but they played their hearts out, could not capitalize on the Placer mistakes, except for that opening pass interception to get their 7 points. And tough loss for Bear River. Big win for Placer tonight.
And Bear River came into the game as such a large underdog that that they shouldn't hang their heads in this game.
They're still in the run for the playoffs. And
so next week's game is extremely important as Center has the only other PVL team, at least coming in tonight's games, that had a winning record.
We'll have to see how they do up against Colfax. Last week, Colfax was very tough against Bear River. And we'd like to remind you that you've been watching exclusive coverage of Placer High School football on the Touchdown Production Sports Network.
Gold and silver are more important as a part of your investment portfolio more now than ever before. There's inflationary pressures. China alone could push the gold price more than double from $1,000 to $2,000 an ounce. Hi, my name is Jason Hommel, and welcome to the JH Mint. Here at the JH Mint, we have all sorts of gold and silver. We have about 200 ounces of gold. We have about 20,000 ounces of silver or more in stock. We also assay or scrap gold jewelry and placer gold, and we will be here for all of your gold and silver investing needs Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
The Owl has been part of Mill Street for 132 years. The hand-carved Austrian cherrywood bar was built in 1880, and the food has become legendary with entrees including steak and prawns cooked to perfection.
We put 3 new HD TVs in the bar and the lounge area. We're going to be starting a Monday Night Football special. We'll have different specials in the bar.
And enjoy a great meal with family and friends at the new Owl Grill and Saloon.
The Painter family's been feeding Nevada County football players and their families since 1959. October marks 52 years of service to our community. At SPD, you'll always find USDA choice beef and a full-service meat department, complete deli section, locally grown produce, and a post office. everything you need that makes SPD so special. SPD Markets, hometown proud, where your neighbors shop.
Mike Bratton is the neighbor you can count on for your most important insurance decisions, 24 hours a day.
The first step begins with a phone call. Hi, I'm Mike Bratton, your good neighbor State Farm agent, and I look forward to hearing from you. Since 1984, my team and I have been educating clients and developing long-term relationships through personalized and professional guidance on their insurance programs. We will put you in the driver's seat and strive to enhance each encounter you have with us.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi, my name's Mark from Swayze's Public Wholesale at 140 East McKnight Way. At Swayze's, we have all kinds of automotive tools, we have all kinds of fasteners, 3 different pitches of metrics, we have safety equipment. And don't forget our glove world, we carry over 600 styles of gloves. If your canopy was damaged this winter, we have all the parts and supplies to fix and repair it or expand it. It's Swayze's Public Wholesale. We have everything you need for everything you do. Open every day, 8 to 5 on the weekdays, open till 4 on the weekends.
There's our player of the game from the Bill Slade and Sons trucking player of the game, with Stuckey Engravers doing the engraving on that nice plaque. Number 1, Isaac Brace. Both played on very well on defense, and he was just a workhorse out there with that ball on offense, and kept Placer in the game with some great running plays, and I think we both agree, right, Scott? That's our guy?
I totally agree. I'll just throw another name in there as Michael Robinson, as somebody else that played exceptionally well, but Isaac Brace was my clear pick for the game.
And not to forget Bear River, as our defensive player of the game was Zach Winter for Bear River, but I'd like to remind you that you're watching exclusive coverage of Placer High School football on the Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
Magnuson's Dodge Chrysler Jeep is under new management and has joined the management family at Magnuson's Auburn Toyota, so you can expect the same great customer service. Right now it's Ram Power Days with the new 2012 Ram diesel trucks, Jeep Wranglers, and the new Jeep Grand Cherokees arriving daily. It's Ram Power Days at Magnuson's Dodge Chrysler Jeep in Auburn. The Beam Center joins forces with Admiral Electric to offer you electrical services for your home and has a new line of whole house fans which will save you energy. They're also your headquarters for big screen TVs in Grass Valley, including the new 3D TVs, and feature the First Alert security systems, as well as the famous Beam Central Vac system. It's fun and function at the Beam Easy Living Center in Grass Valley. B&C is your neighborhood home and garden center for both builders and consumers. They carry everything you need. In their garden center, you'll find a complete nursery along with expert advice on trees, shrubs, perennials, and garden enhancements. They're open 7:30 to 6 Monday through Saturday and 8 to 5 on Sunday. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center in the Fowler Center, Grass Valley. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fun starts at Top This, your premier accessory outfitter for truck, RV, marine, and fishing. Top This is Grass Valley's only outfitter with access to millions of products and the knowledge to help you choose what's right for you. They're serious about outfitting your truck, boat, or RV. As for fishing, talk to Chuck. Top This, your premier accessory outfitter for truck, RVs, marine, and fishing.
Lefebvre Stadium on the campus of Placer High School. Big victory here by Placer, who've been averaging 52 points a game, only can put up 14 as Bear River comes in, holds them to 14 points, and the final score was 14-7. Exciting defensive struggle right from the very start when Bear River picked off that interception and took it into the end zone, and after that Bear River couldn't mount anything, could not capitalize on any of their opportunities, and they were going in for a touchdown with 4 minutes left to go in the ball game, and the ball on a pass right over the middle to Cody Hurd. He couldn't handle it, and that was pretty much the end of the game.
Coffin
exactly
there.
For
certainly You know, I mean, you hate to reduce it down to one play in an entire 48-minute game, but that was a critical play.
But Cody had played very well, had 3 or 4 sacks tonight in crucial circumstances. He got hurt, got knocked out of the game. And all in all, a fantastic defensive game tonight. And Placer goes 2-0 in Pioneer Valley League. And it was just a great all-around ball game. And your executive producer for tonight's game was Gilbert M. Dominguez. Remote coordinator, Daniel Paddock. Good to see Daniel again. Camera operators tonight, Remington King and Daniel Paddock. Your announcers for tonight's game, Marty Mortensen, Paul Brown, and Scott Hop Hopper. Thank you, Scott, for coming in. Looking forward to working with you next week at Bear River. And office manager, Lynn Dominguez. Remote facilities tonight provided by the Commander 2. Technical equipment, Grass Valley, 50 years of TV innovation. Touchdown accounting provided by Francis Cinto LLP, and they have been voted Nevada County's best. Player of the Game Award, Bill Slade and Sons Trucking, and engraved by Stuckey Engravers. Scoreboard sponsor, Suds Brothers, and Commander Maintenance, Reeby's Auto Parts, Plaza Tire, and Auto Service. Don't forget, we have over 1,500 sports telecasts all available now. And you can watch us 8 different ways. There they are on your screen. Check it out and look for us. Next week as we go into Bear River, and for the entire crew here tonight, Scott Hopper, Paul Brown, Gil Dominguez, this is Marty Mortensen saying we'll see you next time on your NorCal Game of the Week. Good night, everybody.